You're wired in. SmallCapVoice.com. Following is a presentation of SmallCapVoice.com, today's leader in investor relations, capital formation, and retail support. Now, with your online business briefing, SmallCapVoice.com's Stuart T. Smith.
Welcome one, welcome all to this online business briefing brought to you by SmallCapVoice.com. And as you just heard, I'm your host, Stuart Smith. And we are joined today for the very first time by Omega Commercial Finance Corp. The company is traded under the ticker symbol OCFN, and we're joined by the chairman and founder of the company, Jon Cummings. Jon, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, Stuart. How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to stop by and speak to your company's shareholders as well as our listening audience here at SmallCapVoice.com. And for those listeners who may not be as familiar with what you're doing over there at OCFN, tell us a little bit about the business model and market.
All right, Stuart. We are a commercial real estate financing holding company that owns and operates various financing subsidiaries. These lending subsidiaries' core functions are to originate commercial property loans specifically for office, retail, industrial, multifamily, and hospitality sectors.
Mm-hmm.
Operationally, we integrate capital market strategies with proven investment bankers to funnel capital to our balance sheet as a mechanism to support our lending operation.
Very good. Well, this is a huge and surging industry. Listeners, if you want to follow along, SmallCapVoice.com has made an info sheet on this. Commercial mortgage-backed securities, or CMBS, are estimated by TREP.com, that's TREPP.com, a top CMBS research firm, to be valued at $750 billion, with $250 billion of underlying mortgages maturing between now and 2014. So, Jon, continue on for us. Tell us more about the business model.
All right. Stuart, in order to sustain our loan origination production, we're engaged with proven commercial mortgage bankers that collectively have over 100 loan originators available to source us our loan program.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, we are a micro-cap growth company, so we seek to expand our operations through merger and acquisition growth plans. As an example, we seek to acquire, operating, cash-flowing boutique securities broker-dealers in order to control our internal capitalization function and also, become more effective in doing so. This growth plan also, involves facilitating various mergers with private commercial real estate asset owners for consolidating, their free and clear assets to our balance sheet as another means for building shareholder value.
Well, let's talk a little bit about these numbers, listeners. I want you to understand this company and where it's going. The shares outstanding as of March 29, 2012 were 32 million and change. The float was 9 million and change as of that same date. Authorized shares 100 million as of March 29, 2012. The company has secured financing and is financed for future growth. Omega signed an investment agreement for $25 million equity line with a small cap institutional hedge fund. Again, all of this can be found at SmallCapVoice.com. Well, Jon, you are our guest, so we'd like to learn a little bit more about your background, who you are, and also key members of the management team. Go ahead, Jon.
All right, that's a great question, Stuart. OCFN is a holding company of which I'm currently the sole president and chairman. I've owned this company since inception of in 2007, and I have held many of the executive management positions stemming from CEO to COO. Plus, I have over 15 years of expertise covering a variety of, skill sets from construction management to loan originations, all the way through, the underwriting process.
So, Jon, you're keeping it lean and mean for now, which I'm sure is the music to the ears of the shareholders. They want to see that low burn rate. But what about the future? Any plans on growing that management team? Go ahead, Jon.
It's my decision and direction to assemble an experienced and proven management team. In order to facilitate our growth plan, I will continue to lead this organization as I also prepare to expansion and success by forming a strong, knowledgeable management team through delegating some core functions to proven third-party organizations.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. You're keeping it lean and mean in the early growth years, and you will assemble a management team through these acquisitions. Makes a lot of sense to me, Jon.
Yeah, I agree with that, Stuart. These partners, have vast experience in loan origination, underwriting, due diligence, and, loan servicing aspect for our operations. In other words, saves us overhead costs, at the same time expands our knowledge base operationally. But internally, we will still maintain our own internal senior lending staff with over 10 years of experience in the lending industry to coordinate the majority of our pipeline of loans being brought in by the third-party organization.
Well, listeners, once again, we're speaking with Jon Cummings. He's the chairman, founder, and president for Omega Commercial Finance Corporation. If you'd like to learn more about the company, visit their website. It's full of great knowledge on the company. That's OmegaPublic.com. Well, Jon, let's talk a little bit about the year 2012. What have been some of the achievements for the company so far here in 2012?
Basically, there's a considerable number of events to discuss here. But to keep it short, I will just hit a few highlights. First of all, we've moved up from the pink listing to the OTCQB/QB, fully reporting company that allows us to have access to more liquid capital. Specifically, it will allow us to implement those capital market strategies with investment banking firms to capitalize our lending operations, such as the issuance of preferred stock, CMBSs, CLOs, and also ABSs. It brings to the table many options for us not to only access capital, but by becoming more attractive and liquid to investment banking firms. It allows us to have a more flexibility internally as far as additional means and sources of capital.
Hey, Jon, any other achievements here in 2012 that you'd like to discuss?
Yeah, another milestone of 2012 was completing a strategic alliance with a proven commercial real estate developer, which controls free and clear assets of $38 million in fair market value. Although, for full disclosure purposes, I have not, would like you to take note that we have not yet consolidated, these assets on our balance sheet. So, however, that is in the process. Finally, we have generated a backlog of over $100 million in loan origination, available for immediate closing. With these internal opportunities, coupled with now being listed on the OTCQB and in prime position to execute our capital market strategy, the company is poised to finish out the year very strong. It takes time, a lot of efforts to accumulate quality deals. Therefore, to have this backlog of ready for immediate closings is very exciting and promising aspect for the company.
Well, it sounds like it. It sounds like it's a great time for the listeners to be taking a closer look at ticker symbol OCFN, traded on the OTCQB. And as Jon said, that's an achievement in and of itself, getting off the pinks into the QB. Jon, what are some of your goals in addition to what you've outlined in that last response for the company here in 2012?
Great question, Stuart. Well, as I mentioned, one of our goals for the remainder of 2012 is to begin closing our backlog of quality, sensible loans. This is only going to add to the shareholders' value and become the catalyst for many more great things to come. The other major goal is to acquire a producing broker-dealer and be able to not only benefit from the existing production, but to more importantly create low-cost capital for funding purposes and to grow, our balance sheet, which in turn all contribute to generate increase in top-line revenue and bottom-line profits.
Well, listeners, as I pointed out, if you'd like to learn more about the company, its business model and market, it's all available here at SmallCapVoice.com. There's also another terrific profile on the company available at allpennystocks.com. You can read about the company at their own website, Omega. Commercial Finance Corp's website is OmegaPublic.com. That ticker symbol one more time, OCFN, traded on the OTCQB. Jon, thank you so much for your time here at SmallCapVoice.com. We look forward to great things from you and your company here in the remainder of 2012 and beyond, and we want to have you back here at SmallCapVoice.com as some of the events that you outlined here in this audio interview come to fruition. Thanks, Jon.
All right, thank you, Stuart.
All right, for Jon Cummings, this is Stuart Smith saying thanks so much for listening.
SmallCapVoice.com, today's leader in investor relations, capital formation, and retail support, provides its clients with the highest level of service. Our audio interviews are disseminated to one of the largest opt-in audiences available today. How? We at SmallCapVoice.com believe in aligning and affiliating ourselves with other leaders within the investor relations community. By sharing resources, each affiliated firm is made that much stronger and each client is served that much better. Our focus is to identify and provide the very best financial services and solutions available to clients and their shareholders. For more information about our services, please call us at 512-267-2430 or visit us on the web at www.smallcapvoice.com. This is a broadcast of SmallCapVoice.com, a financial communications and investor relations firm. SmallCapVoice.com receives payment for investor relations and financial consulting services that it provides to its clients. You should assume that officers, directors, and employees of SmallCapVoice.com or financial analysts mentioned and their families hold a position and intend to trade in these securities for their own accounts. This is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell securities. Information in this broadcast is presented solely for informative purposes and is not intended to be, nor should it be construed as, investment advice. As in all investments, an investment in the featured company carries an investment risk. Listeners should review the company thoroughly with a registered investment advisor or registered stockbroker. This broadcast does not purport to be a complete study of the featured company or other companies mentioned. Information used and statements of fact have been obtained from the featured company and other sources but not verified nor guaranteed by SmallCapVoice.com as to completeness or accuracy. Such information is subject to change without notice.